Hi, and welcome back to Blue's Garden. This is my planting and sowing my cherry and pear type tomatoes. This year I've cut it down to 6 of those types. I'm doing a white cherry tomato, a black cherry tomato, a sweetie tomato, a moonbeam, which is a yellow pear, and a red pear tomato. Now, those last two are slightly elongated, pear-shaped. And normally I do a whole lot more varieties, and it seems silly. I'd rather get more of them and better harvests than trying tons and tons of different varieties. Let's take a look now at what we're actually planting. First up, planting red pear tomato. Brand new one for me. I've never done them. We love the yellow pear tomato in this family. I thought I like the color. Color and presentation are important for me when I'm cooking. I thought since we love the yellow pear, let's give the red pear a try and see if that works out to be a nice counterpoint. So the size of a seed usually dictates where you plant them. The red pear seeds, or all tomato seeds, they're tiny, 1/4 inch or so. So that's about where you put them in. Put them in about a 1/4 inch deep. I'm doing 2 per cell, 6 cells total, 12 seeds, and then a very light covering, and tap it down just enough to get some good seed soil contact. There you go, 6 cells, 2 per cell of the red pear. This here's the yellow pear, which I didn't have any of last year, and it was a very tight thing around the house. The family was not happy with me. This year, I'm doing, again, 2 per cell, 6 cells of yellow pear. It is a family favorite. I am, again, label everything, 1/4 inch deep, about twice the depth, maybe about the depth of a seed. That's how you know. Put some covering on top, and then tap it down. Don't press hard, but press it down, get the air out, and get good seed to soil contact. After that, black cherry tomato. I did these last year, and they were a hit. They've got some nice flavor, and they've got some good color. That gives me my 2 things I look for. Flavor, a good harvest, and a nice presentation. So again, about a 1/4 inch deep, 2 per cell. Put a little bit of soil on top. Tap it in there. Press it down a little bit, not hard, and get some good soil to seed contact. Don't forget the label. Label everything. Oops, forgot this next bit here, but moonbeam cherry. Didn't get a picture of the seed packet. I did these last year. They were okay. They were not a good substitute for the yellow pear. They have good presentation. They don't have as much flavor as the yellow pear, but I still got a lot. They were very prolific. So again, 2 per cell, 6 cells, about a 1/4 inch deep, about twice the depth of the seed size. Label everything, and to get some good soil to seed contact, cover it up just a 1/4 inch deep, a millimeter or so, and press it down. White cherry, another wonderful. We love the flavor. These are like candy out in the garden. I eat half of these before I even get them inside. 2 per cell, about a 1/4 inch deep, a total of 6 cells, and I am going to label them. This is another prolific one, by the way, and I'm going to cover them up. Again, press it down, not hard, just some good seed to soil contact. Everything goes on the heat mat. I am bottom watering. It's a good water in. After 5 minutes, get rid of any water that's standing around. I'm going to put a little humidity dome on. Always a nice thing. under the light on top of the heat mat. This is from a week ago, the slicer and beefsteak type, getting some germination out of them. Here are the Roma tomatoes in the middle there. Onions, those went in February 15th or so. These are the, after a week or so, these are the cherry tomato type. Seeing some germination. Well then, that's tomatoes. Probably next up will be, maybe not for another 10 days or so, will be zucchini and squash. I feel like that's next, and then another 2 weeks or so before I do cucumbers. Well, that's the last of the tomatoes. About a month ago, I did my Roma. About 2 to 3 weeks ago, I did Plum type and Roma tomato, more Roma. And then about a week ago, I did my beefsteak / slicer type tomatoes. And now this weekend, I did my cherry type tomatoes. We are, at this point, 5 or 6 weeks away from my average last frost. Really, at 6 weeks, I will begin the hardening off, and I'll be watching the weather to make sure that I can get a good 7 days or so in a row of some decent weather. No high winds and some decent sunshine. Warm weather, too. I don't want to be doing it in 2 degrees. That'll kill the plants. So we're about 6 weeks away, 6 to 7 weeks away before I start hardening off. And then the tomatoes will begin going outside. I'm probably 8 or 9, let's call it 9 or 10 weeks before they actually go outside in their forever homes out in the garden. Imagine that. Who knew that in the middle of the cold, dark, windy January and the ice, they'd actually be planting tomatoes again. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate everything you guys do. If you can help me grow the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing, anything you can do to help me grow helps you grow. Thank you.